We're running out of weeks to say this is our week.
I suffer from a debilitating condition known as atropic shockitis.
Peter's one of the greatest depositors I've ever seen.
Trust the process. Let's go. Let's go.
I got auto matched with Levitan. This is bullshit.
If I just go the other way in that 6v6, I win all the money. All the money.
If I had 150 lineups, I'd win too.
Process over results.
Illuminati make a bitch go crazy. I don't know which one of these my baby. Bust out AP, coach 5 bullets in your head like KD. Bust it, bitch go bust it. And I had 10 pints with me in Russia.
Hey everyone.
Every single Monday before I do the show, I always tell myself, what if this is just like a chill show, just kind of like a laid back show. And then I work myself up by the end of it, looking at these lineups, pulling my hair out, running around the office. I am going to legitimately try to have a chill show today. I think I need to set the tone with some lo-fi background music here. Compliments of StreamYard.com. Use affiliate code. No, I don't. Hang on. Here we go. Just something nice and low. Let me know how that's in the mix for you right there. Just enough to be heard, but not too overwhelming. Can we set the tone? Can we set the tone for a chill Monday morning review? I know a lot of people are in a bad mood. A lot of us are broken down. A lot of us are feeling the wear and tear of being a GPP pro 12 weeks into the season. Right now I got lo-fi on. Maybe we can change to Feeding the Ducks in a bit. GM. Yes, Josh Jacobs went ham. Here's the thing about all the references about Josh Jacobs being a dead zone running back. He wasn't a dead zone running back. He was a 0 RB target. He fell all the way out of the dead zone. Josh Jacobs wasn't a dead zone target. He was going where like fucking Miles Sanders went. See, I said I wasn't going to get myself worked up, and I'm already getting myself worked up. Good vibes only. Cooter Doodle in the house this morning. Shout out Cooter Doodle. All right. Yeah, let's do some coffee. Let's get, you know what? We do have to feed the ducks for the coffee. Let's feed the ducks for the coffee. Hang on. Skewer. We're not going to go with a porn theme this week. We already did that one last week. I wish I had one of those loop machines. Then you get like the coffee pour loop tossed in there. Be fucking Ed Sheeran up in this bitch. All right, maybe we have to leave Feeding the Ducks. Feeding the Ducks is just a banger of a track. I always I'll get comments after the show, be like, where can I download that song? I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. This is in the StreamYard. Duck, duck, duck. Is this all we have to look forward to these days? I have a child I'm looking forward to. I thought about telling everyone that I had to go to the hospital this morning, so I didn't have to do this show. But I thought you guys might see right through that. Seriously, this is, I think we're off to a good start with a chill show here. We're off to a really good start. Shout out to, I saw Paul in the chat. Paul cleaned up on Underdog last night. I had a team. Maybe we'll try to start out on like a positive note. I did have like a mini sweat in one of the big Underdog contests on, what was it? Was it Thursday or Friday? I think it was Friday. I hopped on real quick with the Badge Bros. And we drafted, am I going to even be able to find this team? Oh yeah, it was a DeBomb team that I drafted with Numi. Ended up finishing, I'm not even going to pull this up. It like barely cashed. It was top 10 for a while. I tried to start off on like a good note. Drafted a team with Numi. It had Hopkins and Kelsey going late and just kind of stalled out. Why haven't I quit DraftKings to just play Underdog exclusively yet? Honestly, why? You want it up a little bit? See, sometimes people complain if it gets too loud. There we go. Justin's homesick for the 6th day in a row. Maybe RSV. Oh no, but I'm in cash 2 or 3 lineups, feeling like $1 million, dude. I would do dirty things for a min cash these days. Yesterday was legitimately one of my worst days of the season, and that's saying a lot. And I even scaled up my volume relative to what I normally play, just because I was like, man, I really like this slate. I'm really feeling myself. I wasn't feeling myself. Here, okay, so let's just get into this. Let's just start eating the shit. This was my lineup in the double spy. The double spy, $200 entry, 1,100 entries, 50K up top. It'd be an absolute honor, a lifetime achievement to win the double spy. But instead, we came in 972nd. And this isn't even close to my worst lineup of the day. So this was a team where I ate the Jeff Wilson chalk and thought, how can I maybe get a little unique around it? So I did Tua, Jeff Wilson, Jalen Waddle. You know, part of me was like, you know, is the Jeff Wilson massive game, you know, negatively correlated with the Tua stuff? I thought it was probably too much to do Tua, Wilson, Waddle, and Tyreek, but with how big their team total was and how low owned I thought Waddle was going to be, I thought it was fine. I did bring it back with Nico Collins at 8.3%. I got in my favorite mini correlation on the slate, ETN and Mark Andrews. Thought that was pretty nice. ETN coming in at sub 5%, was printing some Skolansky bucks, and then he hurt his foot and scored 0.3 points. Good game. Initially, this team had DK Metcalf and Trey McBride in, and then once I was buried early, I was like, I probably can't eat the DK Metcalf chalk. I was thinking he was going to be like 15 to 20%. So I pivoted it to Sky Moore and James Conner. So Trey McBride to Sky Moore instead, and then going Metcalf to James Conner. That pivot, you know, worked out. Shout out me. Actually, how many points did DK Metcalf have? What did DK Metcalf have? Like 25 too? Panthers defense at 5%. I don't know what you want me to say about this lineup. It's fine. Chris, your wife is at 41 weeks today too? Congratulations, brother. What am I looking forward to most, child or the cash game shell? I've been tinkering with both for 9 months. My cash game shell for week 17, actually week 18, sorry, is ready to go. I appreciate that, Brian. Yeah, we'll keep trotting out the videos until we have to head to the hospital. We got our hospital bags all ready. We're ready to go. Vibe I'm getting, I feel like it's going to be Friday. Friday feels like hospital day to me. Checking into Club Med for the weekend. Think hospitals have Mai Tais? Oh, Jason's headed to King of the Beach week. Jason been crushing those qualifiers. Let's all send positive feed the duck vibes to Jason. Jason, if you don't go and get a burrito, a California burrito at Ortiz's in either Point Loma or Pacific Beach, or Mission Beach, sorry, I think is the second location, I will be very disappointed in you. I feel like I'm staying in the chill zone. Every time I find myself getting worked up, I just get it back. Xavier, Monday morning GPP, bro, masochism, toughest of scenes. That's what we do here. We eat the shit. Purple Yosh, why did I think Jacobs was injured? Well, because he popped up on the injury report late in the week and the team told us he was questionable. And we all say to ourselves, we go, oh no, popping up on the injury report late in the week, that can't be good. That can't be good. God, Josh Jacobs became such a fucking great play. And I'm not saying this because he put up a 50 ball, but when you think it through, obviously we've been talking about this with JM to win on the Friday streams. I believe this is the 7th straight week one of Devontae Adams or Josh Jacobs have put up 30 points. there was massive, massive steam on Davante Adams coming. You saw it in the battle royales. He jumped up from what the Badge Bros can let me know. He was like a mid to late second round pick, and he jumped all the way up to 103, 104, even past Tyreek Hill and ADP. Like once everyone was saying, oh, Josh Jacobs is going to be limited, this is the Davante Adams show. Then you had the Geno doubles on DraftKings, which were super easy to make. And then Davante Adams became the easiest bring back in the world. I mean, Josh Jacobs just fucking screaming at us as the alpha play, late swap, pivot over Davante Adams. I wanted to talk about an Awesemo lineup, by the way. I'm glad you brought this up. I actually had this pulled up because I wanted to show you this guy. This was in the Wildcat. I don't think this won, but it was up there. But I thought it was a really, really interesting lineup here from Awesemo. Did I just hide my face? This is probably more ideal, honestly. And I've looked at Awesemo's lineups before, and I've seen a lot like this. And this isn't like a super small contest either. You know, sometimes we talk about, you know, onslaughting a team or just heavily game stack it. And the talking point, and I know I've said it too, is, oh, well, you'd want to do this in a much smaller contest, not, you know, a bigger contest. So yeah, this finished 7th in the Wildcat. In the Wildcat has 4,200 entries. So this lineup for the audio listeners, because I never forget about my audio listeners, a Derek Carr, Davante Adams, Mac Hollins, Josh Jacobs onslaught with no Seahawks bring back. Then it had Rashad White and Chris Godwin with a little David Njoku bring back, and then 8 the Jeff Wilson chalk, 8 the Chiefs chalk. So basically, I guess Njoku was unique, but all chalk, and then this Derek Carr onslaught. Derek Carr 4%, Mac Hollins 4.2%, Josh Jacobs 4.2%, and then you see the Adams at 15.6%. This is such a fascinating lineup to me to think about, because I'll tell you one thing, a hand builder is never arriving on this lineup. This lineup was cooked up in the Sims lab. And I think it's something we should pay attention to. And we've already talked a little bit this year about how the bringbacks are overrated. And we always say to ourselves, like, how does Derek Carr in this group get there without the Seahawks pushing them? And I think what's really interesting about this too is knowing that the Geno doubles were going to be so popular that you're almost leveraging it, playing the other side of it. You know, in my head, if I'm playing this lineup, I'm like, I have to get Kenneth Walker in here, right? Because Kenneth Walker in this scenario is running for 2 touchdowns, and then the Raiders are in comeback mode the entire game. But the Sims have a much more beautiful brain than me and said, no, you don't need that. And then this does kind of dovetail with more the hand in the dirt hand builders take of one of Josh Jacobs or Davante Adams, and the other one hasn't been killing you as well. So even though Davante Adams only scores 14 points at 15.6%, Josh Jacobs going for 51 more than makes up for it. So I just thought this was a super interesting lineup here from Awesemo, and a lineup I would sure love to have. Yeah, this is how I interpreted it too. When JM said to play one of Jacobs, Adams on every team, I interpret that to mean just play Adams on every team. Yeah, we all forgot the Jacobs part of that. We built the afternoon only team on the tilt space yesterday that had Josh Jacobs though, and it wasn't even close to cashing. That's just how bad at DFS we are. Well, this is, I mean, everything you guys are saying or you think about when you look at this lineup, I mean, my brain goes through the same thing. Richard's saying, do you think it captured total points? I mean, intuitively, I think so. But I'll tell you what, Awesemo, as the most winningest player in DFS history that has really high-end sims, the math seems to say it's not capping your total points. And the results seem to show it's not capping your total points. All right, so we looked at this lineup. It's hilarious to look at my projected ceiling on this. 194 ceiling points, 106. Hey, big ceiling projections. Where are my 90 other points I was promised in this ceiling projection? Derek Carty and Michael Leone, where are my other 90 points I was promised? The spreadsheet said, see, I'm getting worked up. I need to turn up the music. I'm getting worked up. Chill out, Peter. Remember, we said this was going to be a chill show. I'm like that Phillip Rivers gif on the sideline. All right. Next up is the lineup I did not want to show anyone. This is the lineup that made me dread doing this show today. This is the lineup that I said, what if I just say I had to go to the hospital and I didn't have to do this review? Just bear with me. Bear the fuck with me. Calm down. Taylor Heinecke, hear me out. Hear me out. What if a Taylor Heinecke double stack is what you needed yesterday? Leone tried to talk me off of Logan Thomas too. He was like, aren't you worried about this injury report? And I was like, no, I saw some video of him going into the stadium. He wasn't walking with a limp or anything. I'm sure he's fine. No bring back though. Old Peter would have fucking jammed the hell out of Drake London in this, but I didn't have Drake London. The thesis of the Taylor Heinecke double is similar to the thesis of the Kenny Pickett double. The vomit stack double is it allows you to get in 3 high-end studs, or 4 if you count Terry McLaurin. Was able to get in CMC, Adams, Metcalf, along with Wilson. That was the thesis. The thesis was a lot better than the result, which was lots of snowflakes and 91.02 points. Double shitty tight end is understating this. Logan Thomas and Trey McBride, and again, I should have swapped off of the Adams and Metcalf stuff, but I was so demoralized that I was like, I'm not even fucking swapping. Logan Thomas, 1 reception, 7 yards. Trey McBride, 1 reception, 1 receiving yard. What? Trey McBride's out there every single fucking play. I said I would relax. I said I wasn't going to tilt. What I'm trying to say is I expected more from Trey McBride with no Rondell Moore and Greg Dortch in a game where Arizona scored 24 points. I just thought I could expect more than 1.1 points from Trey McBride, who is supposed to be, what, like 21 years old, and he plays like a 38-year-old tight end? I spent $100 I actually spent a little more than $100 because I was so convinced this was a nice lineup. I tossed it into a couple other contests. But look at my precious projected points. 193. I was going to be the only one with a big brain that had Christian McCaffrey, Devontae Adams, and DK Metcalf in the same lineup. Think of my combinatorial ownership on those 3. Just imagine. Let me feel the roast. Let's just get it out. Everyone get it out of their system. Get it out of your system. The audio listeners are going to have to come and tune in on YouTube to see all the comments that I'm putting up on the screen. It is true I made fun of someone using a Mac Jones stack. Trey McBride is a total rug. It is hilarious too, just thinking of all of us Kyle Pitts slappies that had to pick up Trey McBride to plug our Kyle Pitts hole. And let me tell you, he's filling those shoes perfectly. Anytime, I mean, you went from one guy who we had sky high expectations for every week, who just massively disappointed us, and now we were able to sub in another guy that we had big hopes for that just fucking duds out. I did just buy my snowblower the other day. I didn't think I would have to use my snowblower on my DFS lineups, though. Thank you for pointing this out. Didn't the other Washington tight end, Master John Bates, have a great day? Dare I say I was directionally accurate? Thank you. This is what I need. Can people acknowledge the brilliance of this lineup instead of roasting it? That's what I'm here for, G Major. This makes me feel good about my lineups. Everyone get it out of their system. Everyone get it out of their system. Dustin, this is what made you subscribe? Dustin saw this Taylor Heinecke double and said, I need to be a part of that community. Thank you, Dustin. Hop in the Discord. Trying to stay chill. Thank you, Griffey, for letting me know that McCaffrey is splitting the backfield. If only you could have told me that yesterday. If only you could have told me that yesterday before I submitted lock on this. If only you could tell big ceiling projections that Christian McCaffrey doesn't have a ceiling. No way. Directionally accurate hasn't even been... No. I don't even think we're close to beating directionally accurate into the ground yet. I mean, we got there with a bunch of best ball phrases, the guy you need. Some of those are a true dead horse. I don't think we've even reached the tip of the iceberg with directionally accurate. I think we're heading in the right direction, but I don't think we've run this one into the ground yet. Wow. Did we? All right, now let's go to a new one. Feeding the ducks just ran itself out. Night driving. All right. I can feel this. Any other roast comments about this lineup before we move on? Let's see what won the big spy. Oh, Awesemo won the big spy with that lineup I just showed earlier. Great. You're telling me that if I would have just onslaughted the Raiders with no bring back, played the Tampa Bay chalk with a contrarian tight end bring back, oh, this is a slightly different lineup. This one had Keenan Allen. I would have won the spy. Congratulations, Awesemo. It's pretty cool, right? Awesemo says his white whale in DFS is winning the $20 millionaire maker. My white whale is winning the big spy. It's poetic, really. Awesemo winning the contest that I've made my life's mission to win. I guess this means I have to win the Millie Maker. I need some more coffee. I just need to appreciate this lineup. What can I learn from Awesemo? I need to study him. What allowed him to climb to the top of the leaderboards of the spy? He changed his company's name. It's no longer Awesemo, it's Stochastic. Maybe that's what I need. A rebrand. Maybe I need a rebrand. Maybe it's not the Deposit Kingdom anymore. Maybe that's too much of a self-fulfilling prophecy. What is my Stochastic? What is my rebrand? Withdraw Kingdom? Just doesn't sound as good. I need to think about this. If you guys have ideas for a rebrand to help me climb to the top of the leaderboard, because Awesemo used to suck at DFS before he changed his company to Stochastic. Binkdom? Sounds like a baby store where they sell blankets. Deposit dumpster? I think it needs to sound very like Web 3.0, Silicon Valley, you know, stochastic. It's such a bullshit name that makes like no sense whatsoever, and yet it works. I need something like that. I need something that's like when you say it, there's clearly vowels in it, but when you read it, it's all disemboweled. Something like that. Something that I could raise venture capital for. Let's not yell DFS Underground. We know it's unique. We've already moved past that. We're trying not to yell. There it is, Lunchable. I think that's it. I thought this might take a while, but you're right. We should just call it Jizz Nation. I don't know why I thought this would be such a long process of ideation and crowdsourcing and paying a PR firm to come up with a name when it was just sitting there all along. Jizz Nation. Everyone, thank you for being part of the Jizz Nation community. We have a bunch of proud jizzers in here. A lot of jizzers took down tournaments yesterday. I know some of the jizzers were upset that they didn't get on Josh Jacobs, but just trust the jizz, trust the process. Does anyone even give a shit what I did in the medium spy? Oh, I'll tell you what I did. I put in the exact lineup we built on stream yesterday for the cram. No one gives a shit. What are we doing here? I'm down so bad this morning that I used my crowns to enter $3 Showdown contest for tonight. That's how down bad I am. Part of the reason I spent my crowns is because I've been worried about security risks with my DraftKings account and my crowns. And a wise man once told me, not your keys, not your crowns. So I figured, why not just spend it? Nick, how rich is Nick? Is he, he's inferring he's got YouTube Premium mid-set at the gym? And then just hear a flurry of jizz references. If that doesn't get you through a superset, Nick, I don't know what is. Why buy creatine when you can just get jizz references to power you through? Trust me, man. Leone's down bad too. It's been rough. Jeff Wilson, the one time we decide to eat the fucking 70% chalk, puts up 12.2 points. What was this lineup? Patrick Mahomes triple. I got psyops into a Patrick Mahomes triple by Davis. I actually didn't, but I just feel like that's a good thing to say. At least you know that I got my head on straight because I played Justin Watson instead of Sky Moore in this lineup. Patrick Mahomes. I can't even recap this. I don't give a shit. Patrick Mahomes, Juju Smith-Schuster, Justin Watson, Travis Kelce, no bring back. Jeff Wilson, Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray had like a 55-yard run and didn't get the bonus. Mac Hollins, what a play. What a play at 4.5%. Check out that mini correlation with Kenneth Walker. I should have quadruple stacked it. I should have done Justin Watson and Sky Moore instead of Mac Hollins and then just played Josh Jacobs alpha. It's so easy in retrospect. How many of you fuckers are going to roll out quarterback in 3 players because of that Awesemo lineup now? Yes, Chipsy wants his Mike White victory laps. This guy said Mike White like 19 times on the stream yesterday and then said it was a bit and now is trying to say it wasn't a bit now that Mike White did well. That's not how it works, Chips. You got to commit to the bit. You got to commit to the bit. The winner of the Deposit Kingdom contest this week wants to know if we reviewed the Deposit Kingdom yet. Well. Funny how that works, DW. DW took it down. Look at this. Look at the new meta. Joe Burrow triple. Joe Burrow, Samaje, T. Higgins, Hayden Hurst. I'm a fish, and I would have tossed Traylon Burks into this. But that's because I don't have the beautiful brain of a sim. Nick, please don't ask if Bryce Perkins is the worst NFL QB ever until you've seen Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore splits with and without Zach Wilson. I do think it's safe to say Zach Wilson's the worst quarterback to have ever played. You work for OWS? Damn. I didn't mean to drag you like that. Wish you would have told me that before I started talking shit. Hi, Kenny. Everyone announce who they work for. This is like if you're a cop, you gotta admit you're a cop. Before I make fun of anyone in the chat, tell me who you work for. Who do you work for, Marcos? Nez, who do you work for? Joseph, you're self-employed? Everyone tell me who they work for. LinkedIn doc sesh in the chat. I know, easy, but we're trying to work another angle here so I don't have to review this lineup. Garrett Wilson, 8.9%. Keenan Allen, 20.9%. What were the hilarious ownerships we got in the Deposit Kingdom contest this week? Jets at 32.3%. Look, DW, I don't know what to tell you. This is an incredible lineup. It's a very nice lineup. Lock in the triple stack and then optimize around it. You get just all the chalk: Jeff Wilson, Keenan Allen, Garrett Wilson, Jets D, and then Josh Jacobs. Because your boss told you get fired if you don't have one of Devontae Adams or Josh Jacobs in your lineups. You didn't even want to play Josh Jacobs. But JM said to you, DW, you better toe the fucking company line and play one of Josh Jacobs or Devontae Adams, or you can hit the road. You can go adjust usage rates behind the scenes at Stochastic if you don't fucking put Josh Jacobs in your lineup. And a lot of people might be like, that's not how JM sounds. Oh, behind closed doors? That dude is a monster. T-Did, you want to go behind the show, the dumpster behind the show, and jerk off DW? Sorry, I'm out of pocket. I'm out of pocket this morning. I've tried to stay calm. I have so much tilt deep inside of me, and I'm just trying to keep it together, and I'm lashing out. I'm trying not to tilt. Trying not to tilt. I need a sticky note that just says this on my desk. Don't tilt. I mean, come on. They just like, aren't they supposed to be watching like Miss Rachel or something? See that? Getting my kids' TV programming references down these days. You can't have this on while your kids are getting ready for school. I don't need that level of responsibility. Was it Charles Barkley who said he's not a role model? I don't want to be a role model. I want to be able to talk about the commenters sucking off DW for this great lineup. All right, make fun of other lineups. Oh, I do think Matt said he finished in last place. Yes, Matt, 67.26. Now I feel better. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right, everyone's just rolling. Does everyone just have an own sim process now? Everyone's rolling out these quadruple stacks with no bring back? Here I thought I was like, I'll show this Awesemo lineup. I'll blow everyone's minds. Here's how the top players are now building their lineups. And then every fucking lineup I look at today is an onslaught without a bring back. I said I wasn't going to tilt. Calm down. Tua, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Jeff Wilson, ETN with a DeMarcus Robinson mini, Logan Thomas, great play. Great play. Logan Thomas stands. Corey Davis at 0.9%. Man, the toughest of scenes. Playing Corey Davis because Zach Wilson's no longer at quarterback and missing the alpha games from every other wide receiver on the team. Will Harris says, hi, I'm a member of Jizz Nation. I also spent time reviewing swaps to jam in McBride's 1.1 fantasy points. Who else wants their lineup reviewed? Give me a lineup that won't tilt me. 44th? Nate Burke. Justin Herbert, Josh Palmer, Gerald Everett, James Conner bring back. Juju at 14.3% in the deposit kingdom. Fucking Leone. T. Higgins. Nice play. Rashad White, Jeff Wilson Jr., Chiefs D. I will say the one contest where it made sense to play the Chiefs defense, Deposit Kingdom tournament. Only 27.4%. That's honestly a good value. What were they like? What were they in the millie? 40%? 45%? Did this lineup cash you? Okay, you min cashed. This is Nate. I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. This is like a triple condom lineup. This is like the safest lineup you can make. This lineup has incredible min cash equity. This has min cash written all over it. Just perfectly chalk. I can't say anything particularly mean about any of the plays. All of them justifiable in their own right. And I hate it. 298, now we're talking. $298 for B Sandy. Oh man. I was wondering when we were going to see a Trenton Irwin lineup. The Joe Burrow double. T. Higgins, Trenton Irwin. Is no one using bringbacks anymore? No one brings it back anymore? I mean, Burks and Derrick Henry were good plays, right? Trey McBride, 1.1 points. Devontae Adams. So if you swap Devontae Adams for Josh Jacobs, if you just go the other way in that 1v1, you finish with what? 140 points? Like 80th place? All right, don't beat yourself up. Nez got 313th. Stick to Underdog, Nez. Patrick Mahomes, MVS, Kelsey. Whoa, Keelan Cole. Nez, what sticky icky are you on these days? Keelan Cole. Latavius Murray, Jeff Wilson Jr., DeAndre Hopkins. Titans defense. I thought Titans defense was such a good play. Silly me. Will, 298th. Oh, wait. Oh, double 298. Did you guys dupe each other? Just same score. Willie Wisdom. Patrick Mahomes, Juju. Finally a bringback. Finally a Traylon Burks. Oh, Traylon Burks was 30% in this contest. Okay. What a suck out. Should have 11 points. Fucking Derek fumble Ruski Henry. Did Soccer Dave make a statement about that Derrick Henry fumble yet? Or do I have to bring that up on the Swolecast? Did not see him making a statement about the big dog having the ball ripped out from his hands. How are there 330 people watching this right now? I don't even say that as like some humble brag of like, oh man, I got so many viewers. I just mean like, honestly, why do people want to watch this? I did listen to that this morning. It's actually a pretty interesting conversation. The only thing that I think Davis did himself a big disservice in that debate by talking about how he would have jammed the defense going against Nathan Peterman if he knew Nathan Peterman. It's like, dude, we just talked about how fucking random defensive scoring is. I'm surprised Blender didn't jump down his throat on that one. I thought Davis won the argument until he let that slip. It was like, dude, we just said we're defensive agnostic with scoring. It's too volatile. And then Davis is like, if Nathan Peterman's quarterback, I would have played 100% of the Jets defense. It's like, Davis, hold the line. That's what I'm saying, Will. It's depressing as hell, bud. That's right. Jizz Nation, your mission, should you choose to accept it. I did get 10 people to shamefully click off this video. They were like, Pete, you're right. Why the fuck am I watching this right now? Andrew, 159. Let's look at a few more lineups. I feel like I'm doing pretty good staying chill. Which one are you? There's two 159s. I'm going to guess you're DWI and not Dan Forth. I don't know. Whoa. Jacoby Brissett. All right. I mean, I played Taylor Heinecke, so I can't throw stones from shitty glass houses. Jacoby Brissett to Amari Cooper. Bring it back with Godwin and Rashad White. That's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I don't know why you just don't play Brady, though, in that situation. I guess Cleveland at home, whatever. Jeff Wilson Jr., Christian Kirk at 6.3%, correlated with Mark Andrews. I like that. Michael Carter in the flex. What a rug that was. What a rug. Chiefs defense. Blender's always lurking. He hears his name, and then he just whips out the keyboard and starts typing. You at Kroger's right now? Produce, frozen foods, deli, bakery, checkout. Are you having someone bag your groceries while you type this out, Jordan? I know Mondays are when you go and do your grocery run. David seeing all of these lineups saying, hey, I need a piece of this. You can join the Jizz Nation Discord, link down below. I post it in the announcement section every Tuesday or so. Jizz Nation Discord, link down below. Man, where was Michael Carter on a scale of 1 Kenyon Drake to Rashad Penny? Man, I think it might even break the Kenyon Drake scale, because the Kenyon Drake thing was just like pure projection, right? Once everyone got the Gus Edwards ruled out, they were like, Kenyon Drake, let's, take it to 11. The Michael Carter thing had this bullshit Mike White check down narrative. There was like one game where Ty Johnson and Michael Carter had a shit ton of check downs because the Jets didn't have a single viable wide receiver last year. It's like fucking Jamison Crowder out there. And everyone was so convinced. So you had the narrative, the Mike White check down narrative on top of the James Robinson scratch. Highly combustible here. 24.6%. He was higher, right? He was higher in other contests. God, if you give people a projection bump and a narrative, ownership to the fucking moon. Oh, and on top of that, we had the weather that spooked all of us off of Garrett Wilson. We're all sitting here looking at ownership. Garrett Wilson chalk. It's going to be a fucking monsoon. Why would I play that? I'll just play Michael Carter instead, because the rain doesn't affect the ball when it's only being thrown 2 to 3 yards instead of 10 yards. Sean, we know Mike White was slinging it. Do you want to host this GPP review show, Sean? Slide into my DMs. I'll give you the link. You can land the plane. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Dietrich didn't even realize James Robinson was out. You're not a true GPP bro if you're not redoing your lineups because Michael Carter projects for 3 more touches. Keep doing this bit, Chipsy. 207th. I don't have many more lineup reviews left in me this morning. Code Bandit, Justin Herbert, Josh Palmer. A Justin Herbert skinny stack? Why? Justin Herbert to Josh Palmer. What is going on with this lineup? No Cardinals. Jeff Wilson, Rashad White, Brandon Ayuk, an Ayuk Juwan Johnson mini. I mean, look, I play dusty tight ends, but when I play dusty tight ends, they at least get 1 catch. Well, you see, Juwan Johnson had 4 touchdowns in 5 straight games. This lineup's fine. I don't know why I'm being mean. It's actually not fine. I take that back. I was too mean, but this is still a shitty lineup. Can Justin Herbert get there with a skinny? I mean, don't you at least have to toss Austin Eckler into this? At least Gerald Everett? At least DeAndre Carter? $125 need insight on one of my dusty. I'll give you insight. I'll give you more insight than you can handle, sir. Ooh. I mean, honestly, if the corollary is that Mike White was to, Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore, what Baker Mayfield was to DJ Moore and Terrace Marshall, or not DJ, or Sam Darnold was to those guys, I don't mind it. I mean, whatever. 3,900.3%. I guess I probably would have found a way to play Latavius Murray in this lineup. How can I give myself permission to play a 0.3% Terrace Marshall? Well, a mini with Latavius Murray. That's what I would have told myself. Davis, please. I think I'm done with this. We want to look at the Sims for tonight. Do we get it all back on Showdown? Probably not. Probably just punt again. I probably end up with way too much Kenny Pickett and get dusted. Steelers 18.5 team total. God, I want to hammer the over in this game so bad. I got some pick'ems tonight riding on Kenny Pickett. I need Kenny Pickett to go over 210 passing yards. Ryan Tannehill and Treylon Burks already did their job. Can Kenny Pickett do his? Kenny Pickett higher, Jonathan Taylor higher, George Pickens higher. Can you take me higher? Is that Creed? What are the Sims like tonight? The Sims love Najee. Oh my God, Najee. We're at the point of the season where Najee is the optimal captain. No Jalen Warren tonight. 19.6 captain rate for Najee. Najee Harris has a higher captain rate than Jonathan Taylor, and I realize it's because of the price, but still. Michael Pittman, 12.2%. Ooh. Top lineup, Paris Campbell, captain. This is why I love Showdown, because we get to look up who the fuck is Matthew Wright. Matthew Wright. Oh, the kicker. The kicker for the Steelers. Didn't even know. All right. I'm done. I appreciate you, Jizz Nation. It's true, Davis. I don't know why we do anything. I don't know why we do anything. I appreciate all of you in Jizz Nation. Hop in the Discord. This might be the last lineup review show for a few weeks. I think I'll be a father at this point next week. I think that's what's going to happen. Have a great rest of your Monday, guys. Peace.
We'll be right back.